Good afternoon and welcome back, guys. My name is Sourabh Mutha and we are looking at the Inter CA Tax Fast Track course. We are going fast, but we are going very steady, and we are going very sure on this course. Moving ahead, today's session, if you're just watching this is not a registration under GST. We've already done with that chapter. So before we do anything, let me set the stage up for what we are going today. What are we covering today in my class, and how is it going to help you? How is it going to add value and add marks to your 60, 80 or whatever score you aim at? Guys, we are looking at GST. Once we finish GST, that is between today and slightly half day tomorrow, we can then pour over to DT. I can introduce DT at least half day tomorrow. In GST, guys, there's a 40 mark paper. In the 40 marks, 12 marks are MCQs. And the 12 marks MCQs, yesterday I had given you a link of a video which is basically the ICI's MCQ booklet. But how do you prepare for MCQs, guys? There is no separate preparation required for MCQs. In fact, MCQs don't require any calculations, so you just have to do mental calculations and give the final answer. In my opinion, if you know the concepts well, you know MCQs well. I'm just going to plug in this fast track batch Telegram link, so in case you have anything that you need, you can reach out there. Also, during the lecture, I will also give the Google Drive link where I'm going to share with you my one and only, my dearest quick book, which will help you one day before the exam in a very big way to revise everything. Of course, we have 28 marks of other questions for which also we are going to be preparing. We are every day looking at more and more chapters. We are already done with a chapter called Introduction. We saw when was GST started, etc. GST's Gen, the GST Council, etc. in this. Then we saw when do you realize the value of things, because only when you know the value can you apply the 18%, 12%, etc. So what to add, what not to add, what to minus is given in value of supply. Excellent, Venkat. Section 15. Next, we saw a chapter called supply, because unless there is supply, there can be no GST. And in this we saw lots of definitions. We saw mathematical equations. So from now onwards, guys, is A is equal to B plus C? Yes, A is equal to B plus C. We also saw Bahar se services. We also saw no consideration. We also saw mixed supply, how they punish them with the highest rate. And we also saw composite supply. Next, we saw that why we charge our phones at 9%. There are two basic mechanisms. One is FCM, one is RCM. So those mechanisms, the government doesn't care which mechanism, they make money very happy. In FCM, there is a split. In RCM, the entire focus is on R, that is the recipient. Section 9.1, 9.2, 9.3, 9.4, and also for e-commerce operators, section 9.5 is what we saw in this chapter. But guys, while GST is such a pain for most people, there are some people who are very happy, who are the composition scheme dealers, section 10.1 and 10.2. We saw that also in this chapter. How do they take opt for composition scheme? Why are they called trim? Why can they casually need ice cream study income tax online? Why can't they do those things? We saw in this chapter itself. Then guys, we moved on to a chapter called registration, because your tuition teacher had not registered, but Unacademy has registered in GST. So who are supposed to register? Are you supposed to compulsory register? Are you supposed to turnover based registration? Is the government supposed to hear you? Which number do you dial to register? Can you register for all of them together? How does a CTP or NRTP register? Can you amend the registration? Can the registration be cancelled? And can you revoke the cancellation? All of that we saw in a chapter called registration. Then we saw that right now, if you see the time, guys, it is 3, but generally when you see the time, it is 12 or 13, because that is time of supply. Time of supply is either given in section 12 for goods and 13 for services. As you know, time of supply means that month is your liability, so you'll pay it next month, and that is the reason the government wants this liability as early as possible. So that is the keyword. Here we also saw when the invoices should be issued, guys. Whenever I provide services to Unacademy or to other classes that I run, as in those cases, I raise an invoice within 30 days, because that's the due date. Within 30 days or within 45 days, you need to issue an invoice. That's a due date. For goods, whenever they are removed or delivered, you need to issue the invoice. Of course, there is continuous supply of goods. Of course, there is continuous supply of services, and that sort of a thing. Cessation of services, sale on approval basis. We saw all that and more yesterday. Parallelly, we also seeing exemptions, guys. On the other hand, exemptions basically means while there are 3 exempt supplies, nil, non-taxable, but we are mostly concerned with the notification. Good Dhruti, good replies there. We are mostly concerned with the notifications there, and notification the government has said healthcare services, education services, charitable services, legal services, performance of an artist, entry to events. A lot of these have been exempted from GST. So good for us, because those we don't have to pay GST. This is what we had done, and that brings us to today's agenda. So what is today's agenda, guys? Today's agenda is very special. We are going to finish ITC in this first leg, and ITC always happens with the next chapter together, guys, which is payment. And this is so important because the first 8 marks will be ICAI's gift to you from this chapter. This chapter should be your strongest chapter, and I will make sure it's your strongest chapter, guys. You will understand this like a boss after you're done with this chapter today. This happens in the first leg. If time permits, we'll also squeeze in 1-2 exemptions. We'll see how that goes. So that is the first session. And the second session, we will discuss why do we need to issue a tax invoice? Can we issue a debit note or credit note? Can we issue an e-way bill? Who does that? And how do we file returns, etc.? What are the due dates? What are the numbers? All of that will happen in this session right now today. Alright, very excited and very kicked to start this. I hope everyone's doing well. Give me a thumbs up, guys. Are we ready to go? Please give me a thumbs up. Are we ready to do this, guys? Yes, yes, yes. Excellent. Good job there, guys. Let's do it, and let's do it really well. You got to be motivated every single day, guys. Till November, I want that mojo to be really high. Unfortunately, if you've not cleared, I empathize with you. I am with you. This time ICI played a really bad trick, and they didn't give the marks that we expected us. But November is going to be our time, guys. So let's, with that attitude, let's continue today's session. Alright, guys, again, what are we going to cover in all these chapters? You know, first we discuss the concepts. Once you get strong at the concepts, then we look at the quick book. The quick book has shortcuts. It's in the drive link, which you will find on the Telegram channel. Then we will look at the module or the ICI material, especially the questions of ICI. There were 2 questions in this times paper from GST, which is line by line, number by number from the book. So we'll see, for every chapter we're going to be doing this. Let's dive into the first chapter of today's session. Guys, on your friend's birthday, you give a gift. Do you also expect a gift on your birthday from that same friend? Yes. So life, unfortunately or fortunately, is based on give and take relationship, and that same relationship also persists in GST. So when electric bike company, which is registered under GST, when they make taxable supplies, is the government happy? Yes, because that supply is going to lead to a liability, SL, so they will have to pay GST to the government. But in relation to that supply, whenever they buy some inputs, or whenever they buy some input services, or whenever they buy some capital goods, will they get credit? Yes, they will get credit. So that is what I mean by give and take relationship. So first you should know the difference between inputs, like batteries, engines, tires, which are used to make that bike, are called inputs. Then there is something called input services. Example, when you take CA services, those are input services. And when you buy a tempo for your office purposes, that is called capital goods. These 3 things are coming inside, and when you buy them from registered persons, you will end up paying GST, on which you will get credit. So this is a give and take relationship, guys. Give and take relationship should be very well understood here. Alright, and now we move ahead. Whenever you register under GST, guys, right now you're students, you're studying, but when you, in a few years, you'll be a CA, and if you happen to register under GST, the moment you register under GST, 3 books automatically open on your GST portal. One is an electronic credit ledger. This is like your Paytm balance. Guys, do you like when your Paytm balance is very high? If you open your app on Paytm and you see thousands of rupees, will you feel nice about it? Yes, you will feel nice about it. So this is your electronic credit ledger, and anything credited, any purchases, any ITC will go into this. So here all the ITC will go. Let's say you have ITC of 1 lakh rupees. Are you happy? Yes, 1 lakh is a good amount of ITC. Next is an electronic cash ledger, but because it's the same ECL, I'm going to call it only cash or only cash ledger. Guys, this cash ledger is like a bank account. Guys, in your bank account, can you put money? Yes. And do you keep money in the bank account? Yes, because you get interest, guys. But here you don't keep any money usually because you don't get any interest. So you put in money only when it's used. And guys, please tell me, every month do you get an electricity bill at the end of the month? Yes. So same way in GST also, whatever supplies you make leads to liability, and that liability you have to pay through an electronic liability register. So whatever liability you have to pay, let's say you have to pay liability of 1,20,000, that 1,20,000 will reflect here. Guys, do you need to pay your liability every month? Do you need to pay your bill every month? Yes. How do I pay it? Can I use my Paytm balance? Yes, I can use my Paytm balance worth 1 lakh. But remaining what 20,000, how do I pay? I need to pay through cash. So I will put 20,000. I will literally go to a bank, write a check, make a DD, do an electronic transfer and put 20,000 here. And then can I use that 20,000 to pay my liability? Yes. So is my liability paid? Yes, my liability is paid. So your liability is paid through your credit ledger, and if that is not enough, you can also use your cash ledger to pay off your liability. Guys, these three ledgers open up when you get registered under GST. I hope this is clear. I'm just creating a background, guys. Please tell me, guys, would you like it if your Paytm balance kept increasing? Yes, you would like it. So we are talking about that in this chapter called Input Tax Credit. Here we go, guys. Input tax credit means, are you going to purchase? Yes, and purchases leads to what, guys? Purchase leads to credit. So all your purchases may lead to credit, and that depends on some conditions. The first section deals with conditions. So guys, anything good if the benefit, is this a benefit, guys? Please tell me, is a credit a benefit that you get? Yes. And do benefits have some conditions applicable? Yes, benefits have some conditions apply. So let's see the first few conditions. Section 16 subsection 1 says that, listen, we will give you benefit of ITC only if you fulfill two conditions, that is B, R. First, are you going to be using the inputs or input services or capital goods? That means, are you going to be using those purchases for business purposes today or maybe tomorrow? Yes, so you should be using those things for business purposes. And second, you should be registered under GST. So you should be registered under GST. This is R. R is for registered, and B is basically you should be using these for business purposes. I hope this is clear, guys. So let's take the example of EBC. Guys, EBC is buying some batteries. Are they going to be using it for their bikes? But they have not used all of them. Like they use only 20%, 80% is still lying in stock. Can they still take the credit? Yes, guys. Whether you use it today or whether it's intended to be used, you will get credit. That is B. Next, what is R? Guys, is EBC registered? Yes, EBC is registered, so they can take credit. Guys, I'm giving you an example. I buy a mobile phone, but for my house. Can I take credit? No. You buy a mobile phone for your lectures. Can you take credit? No, because you're not registered. So both conditions should be there. It should be for business purpose and it should be registered. Next, 16.2 says that, okay, these conditions may be fulfilled. Congratulations. But we need 4 more conditions, and that shortcut is DRGR. That is the shortcut, guys. DRGR is the shortcut. Now, let's check what is this DRGR. Alright. So let's see now what is this DRGR. First, I'm just diagrammatically putting it here. What is this DRGR? Just 1 second, guys. Thank you. Alright. So what is this DRGR? Let's figure out. There are 4 conditions here. This is EBC. This is Electric Bike Company. And they are getting batteries from battery supply company. Let's take this as example. The batteries are worth 10 lakh rupees and the GST is 1.8 lakh. Guys, does EBC want a credit of this 1.8 lakhs? Yes, they want a credit of this 1.8 lakhs. First, to take the credit, you should have a document. Guys, does EBC or will EBC ask for an invoice? Is that a document? Yes. Guys, the document basically means they should have a document. Document basically means it could be an invoice. It could be a debit note, it could be a credit note, कुछ भी होना चाहिए, but there should be one invoice at least. There should be some documentary evidence, and that document, guys, will you upload, scan copy, etc.? No, you just have to punch in the details and you have to tell the government that government, I bought batteries worth 10 lakh, on that GST is 1.8 lakh, here is my invoice number 123. Guys, will the government come to your office and check your batteries? No, they will just tell battery supply company that listen, battery supply company, can you also file a return? Can you also tell us that you have supplied these batteries what EBC is claiming? Yes, they can also confirm it. And when they confirm it, will they confirm this same supply? Yes. Will they confirm the same invoice? Yes. So this is called invoice. So guys, please tell me yes or no. Will you need an invoice or any other document like an invoice? Yes. Will you have to upload it? Yes. Not upload it, but will you have to give details? Yes. And will the same details will have to be given by that battery supply company? Yes. Guys, what if battery supply company forgets to file their return or files a return but does not include this invoice? Will you get this credit? No, guys. No, sorry. That means, guys, are you dependent on him? Yes, you are dependent on him. Earlier there was a rule that if they don't file the invoice, if they don't upload the invoice or don't file their return, then you will get 10%, 5%, etc. But all that has gone away. There was a rule called Rule 36.4. But guys, everyone please note, people who are giving the exam again, please note Rule 36.4 is now no more there for your exam for November 22. Yes, guys. Guys, anyone had heard of Rule 36.4? Please give me a thumbs up, guys. Anyone had heard of Rule 36.4? Yes. So please now remember, guys, 36.4 is no more there in your exam. I'm making it very clear, 36.4 is not there for your exam. Alright. Next. Guys, there should be a document. The document should be uploaded. The return should be uploaded, not the document. It should be uploaded. Next, guys, you should have received the goods. Guys, has EBC received the goods in the month of August only? Yes. But guys, what if these batteries are very large and some goods were coming in August, some goods came in September, the second lot came in September, then when did they actually finally receive all the goods? In September. So sorry, in August you will not get. So this is receive the goods, and receive means the final receipt, not the first lot, second lot, the final lot whenever you receive the final goods. Guys, what is EBC had told battery supply company that, hey, listen, I want the batteries, so you can bill me, you can bill it to me, but can you do one thing? Can you ship it to my factory? Yes, guys, this is called bill to ship to model. It's almost like you are in class and guys, your mobile phone or t-shirt which you ordered from Amazon has come home and no one's in home. Can you ask your neighbor to take the goods for you? Yes. And if your neighbor takes, is it almost like you have got the goods? Yes. Same way in bill to ship to model, if you have requested the supplier, that is battery supply company, to give it or to ship it to someone else, if they receive it, will it be deemed that you have received it? Yes. Next, very important, guys. Please tell me in the chat box, how much worth of batteries did you supply? You supplied batteries worth 10 lakh rupees. On that, how much GST was applicable? 1.8 lakh. The government says that, listen, I want this GST. I want this 1.8 lakh. But what if EBC has not paid today or tomorrow? Guys, is it important in business to pay the same day? In business, do we pay the same day? No, we pay after a lot of period of time. So even if EBC has not paid, today, will the government at least want the GST? Yes. And is that not right? Is that wrong, guys? Yes, it's wrong. How can you expect me to pay when the recipient has not paid me? I repeat, guys, electric bike company got batteries worth 10 lakhs. They want ITC of 1.8 lakhs credit. The government says, I want this money, but how will I get the money unless they pay me? That's your problem. You need to pay me 1.8 lakhs. And is that wrong? Yes, that is wrong. So the government, in order to protect battery supply company, they've come up with a rule called Rule 37. This rule is very important, guys. Rule 37. Rule 37 says that, listen, battery supply company, I know you don't have the money right now. So let me tell electric bike company that, electric bike company, please at least pay within 180 days. please at least pay the money within how many days, guys? Within 180 days from the date of invoice. So guys, do you need to pay immediately to take credit? No guys, there is no requirement to pay immediately, but how many days do you have to pay? And promise you will pay in how many days? You have to pay in 180 days. Which rule tells you? Rule 37. Okay, so let's say guys, the 180 day ends in December 4th. Just for some reason it ends on December 4th. So should I need to pay by 4th December? Yes, you need to pay by 4th December. But can I take the credit now at least? Yes, take the credit, but promise me that you will pay by 4th December. Okay. So in my credit ledger, can I take 1,80,000 today? Yes, I can take 1,80,000 today. But guys, for some reason, I did not pay by 4th December. Am I breaking my promise? The government says, listen, that is not right. So what you need to do is you will have to reverse this amount that you've taken. Did you take a credit of 1,80,000? But did you promise me that you will pay in 180 days? Yes. So if you don't pay, you will have to reverse it. And how do you reverse it? You'll have to pay this back to us in the electronic credit ledger. And not just that, you will have to pay us interest at 18%. From which day? From the day you avail the credit till the day you actually pay us the money. You need to pay us interest as well. So guys, please tell me yes or no. Can I take the credit today only without making payment? Yes. But I need to make payment within how many days? 180 days. So which rule tells us? Rule 37 says that the recipient should make the payment within 180 days. If the payment is not made, will I have to reverse the credit? Yes. And will I have to also pay interest? Yes. At what rate? At 18% from the day you avail it till the day you actually pay. But guys, what if I pay on 10th Jan? Have I finally paid? Yes, finally you have paid. So can I take this credit back? Because guys, this and this nullified. Now at least can I take the credit back? Yes, you can take the credit back. But can I take my interest also back? Sorry, interest is an expense which is done and dusted. You broke your promise, so we charge you interest. So interest you will not get back, but credit you will get back. Yes, whenever you pay. Yes, you can recredit the ITC. But this rule is great. But this rule does not apply in 3 cases, guys. Watch out. This rule 37 does not apply in 3 cases. Guys, was this rule to protect the supplier, battery supply company, so that they get the money in 180 days? Yes. So this rule will not apply if you don't have to pay only when there is no consideration. Guys, if there is no consideration, that means is it free supply? Are the batteries given for free? Yes. And if there is no consideration, will you pay anything? No, you will not pay anything. Next, why is the government so bothered about the supplier? Because supplier is paying the money to the government. What if this was under RCM and the recipient was paying? Then the government will not care about the supplier. So in case of RCM, they don't care about the supplier. Guys, you know, in RCM, whom do they care about? Only the recipient. Next, so no consideration if RCM, and if a third party is paid the money, then you don't have to pay again. So guys, instead of you paying to battery supply company, what a third party was supposed to pay and they've already paid, then you don't have to worry about this. Then you don't have to worry. These are 3 exceptions to Rule 37. Quickly recapping, guys, be with me. Please tell me, Rule 37 is to protect whom? The supplier or the recipient? It is to protect the supplier. So the recipient, can you take credit today? Yes, you can take credit. It's almost like you going to the grocery shop and you buying some biscuits on let's say credit. Can you consume the biscuits today? Yes, but you need to pay the money within 180 days. If you don't pay the money, you'll reverse the credit, plus you will charge interest also and pay that also. Finally, when you pay, will you get the credit back? Yes, but you will not get the interest back. But this Rule 37 does not apply in 3 cases: when there is no consideration, when there is RCM supply, and the third one is when the third party has already paid. That is G, and last and the simplest one is R. Who wants the credit? Who wants the credit? Who wants the credit? Electric bike company wants the credit. Then please pay your return. Please file your return. So whoever wants the credit has to file their return. The return has to be filed, and that is the last one, DRGR. So quickly guys, let's repeat the conditions on a new slide. Please tell me section 16(1), what are the two conditions? B are the inputs etc. should be for business purpose and you should be registered. 16(2) has four conditions, D, R, G, R. What are the four conditions? You should have a document. The return should be filed by the supplier. If they don't file, you don't get any credit. Rule 36(4) has been removed. Next, you should have received the goods on the last lot only you'll get the credit, not partially, not proportionately, and if it's billed to ship to, it will be assumed that you got it if the other person has got it. The government should get the money today. You don't have to pay today, don't worry, you can pay within 180 days, but if you don't pay, there are repercussions, interest, etc. Rule 37. And last, you should file your returns. Perfect. Guys, it is a Saturday afternoon. On a general Saturday afternoon, let's say you've cleared CA Inter and CA final is after 2.5 years. So would you be chilling somewhere? Yes. And if you're chilling somewhere, then can you be here at the same time? No, you can't be at the same time at two different places. So here we go. This is Electric Bike Company. They have bought a Tempo. For 10 lakh rupees, on which the GST is 1,80,000. So how much will you pay totally for the Tempo, guys? You will pay 11,80,000 for the Tempo. Guys, this GST, this Tempo is going to be used for business purpose, etc. So can you take a credit of this 1,80,000? Yes, I can take a credit of this 1,20,000. So in my electronic credit ledger, can I today only take 1,80,000? Yes, I can take 1,80,000. So is this the first benefit, guys? Please tell me, is this the first benefit? Yes. Now let's go to balance sheet. All of you guys are good at accounting, I'm sure. In the balance sheet, guys, will this Tempo go in the balance sheet? Yes, the Tempo will go in the balance sheet. And will you get depreciation in the P&L account? Will you get depreciation? Yes. Now my question is that on what amount will the Tempo go in the balance sheet? Will you take it at 10 lakhs or will you take it at 11,80,000? Basically that they are saying on which amount will you take depreciation. Guys, if you take it on 11,80,000, that is wrong. Why? Because then depreciation will be high, your deduction will be high, and that is the second benefit. Can you be at two places at the same time? No guys, you cannot be at two places. So have you already taken credit of 1,80,000? So have you already got one benefit? Then here you have to take it only at 10 lakh, not at 11,80,000. So guys, can you watch two movies together in two different theaters? No, you have to just watch one movie at this one time. Same way, you can either be in the credit ledger or you can be in the balance sheet. In the balance sheet, guys, you will get depreciation very slowly, 15% every year. Why do you want it when you can get entire 1,80,000 together in the credit ledger? So ideally, if both are allowed, which one will you take? You will take electronic credit ledger, guys, because directly, fully. But what if electronic credit ledger is not allowed, it is blocked? Then you will take it in balance sheet and then you will take P&L depreciation. Guys, this is the next section. This is section 16(3). This is for capital goods. When you purchase capital goods, please tell me on the GST, can you take credit in the credit ledger? Yes. Then will you get depreciation on it? No, you will not get depreciation because at one time you can be only at one place. Alright. Guys, this is Electric Bike Company. They bought some batteries for 10 lakh rupees. But guys, and they bought it today. Today is, let's say, the 6th August. They bought it on the 6th of August, 10 lakhs, on which 1.8 lakh is the GST. Guys, will they want credit of this GST? Yes. But guys, unfortunately, they don't have an invoice. Invoice has been lost somewhere. So if invoice is not there, can they take this to the electronic credit ledger? No guys, they can't, because remember DRGR, you need a document. Without a document, you cannot take it to the electronic credit ledger. So guys, they are very desperately searching for the invoice. Now, August month is over, September month is over, life moves ahead, October, November, December. Now, guys, when will this year get over? Assuming this is 6th August 22, when this year will get over? This year will get over in 22-23, that is 31st March 23. After this year gets over, till this year, whenever you get the invoice, guys, what if you get the invoice in October? Can I take the credit in the month of October? Yes, whenever you get the invoice. But guys, what if I get the invoice after 5 years? Can I take it to the credit ledger after 5 years? No, there is an expiry period by when you can take the credit to the credit ledger. What is the expiry period? It is 20th October. Fixed date, yes. Why? Whose birthday is it, guys? Is it Narendra Modi's birthday? No. 20th October, I'll tell you why. Or the annual return filing date, whichever is earlier. Please tell me, guys, do you have an invoice for these batteries? No. So can you take it to the credit ledger today on 6th August? No, you can't take it. So are you going to be searching for the invoice? Yes, you will search for the invoice. And guys, what if you get the invoice after 6 years? Can you take it to the credit ledger? No, guys, the government will not allow that. Everything has an expiry period. So by when? After the year ends. When will the year end, guys? The year will end on 31st March 23. After the year ends, 2 dates. Which are the 2 dates? 20th October. Or what is the second date? Annual return filing date, whichever is earlier. So what if the annual return filing date is 1st October? Then by when will you have to search the invoice? By 1st October. What if the annual return filing date is 1st November? Then by when? By 20th October. So 20th October is fixed. Yes, 20th October is fixed. Annual return filing date is whenever you file the return. That depends on you, whenever you file the return. Guys, let's say congratulations, you found this in September only, in 1 month. Can I take the credit to the credit ledger? So now as the money come into my Paytm account, yes. Can I use then Paytm money whenever I want, even after 5 years, 6 years? Yes, guys, there is no restriction on using your Paytm money. In my Paytm money, in my Paytm account, there is some money which is lying there since really long. So there is no problem about it. But this one, just 1 second, guys. Alright. So this is the expiry, guys. Yes, I was telling you a point. In my Paytm balance, I have some balance lying since 2 years. Guys, will it expire? No, guys, there is no expiry. Once it's taken to the credit ledger, there is no expiry. So this 1,80,000, can I use it tomorrow, day after tomorrow, after 1 year, after 2 years? Yes, as long as the registration is valid, you can use this money whenever you want. Guys, this is section 16.4. 16.4 says that there is a time limit of taking the credit to the credit ledger. Not using the credit, taking the credit to the credit ledger, there is a time limit. Please tell me what are the 2 time limits after the year ends. After the year ends, not during the year, guys. After the year ends, either A, 20th October, or B, the annual return filing date. Guys, annual return, can you file anytime after the year ends? Yes. And this is 20th October. Now why 20th October, guys? Whose birthday is it? My birthday is on 30th September. Mine is not on 20th October. So then why 20th October? Because this is the September returns due date. This is the September returns due date. For the month of September, when will you file the return, guys? On 20th October. So this is 20th October and this is annual return filing date, whichever is earlier. And with that, guys, we have completed the questions of 16.1, 2, 3 and 4. Quick recap before we move ahead, guys. Please tell me a quick recap on this. Section 16.1, 16.2, 16.3 and 16.4. Are they conditions to take ITC? Yes. 16.1 says what is the shortcut, guys? BR. You should be using it for business today or tomorrow and you should be registered. 16.2 said you should have a document, you should have received the goods, government should have got the money and you should have filed your return. Government should get the money, but you don't have to pay. You have to pay within how many days, guys? Within 180 days, rule 37. And document, if it's not uploaded or the return is not filed, sorry, you will not get credit. Rule 36.4 is now out. Section 16.3, guys, in 16.3, you cannot, on capital goods, you cannot be at 2 places at the same time. So either you are taking credit in the credit ledger or you're taking depreciation. You cannot take both. And 16.4 says, guys, is there an expiry to take the credit to the credit ledger? Yes, between 2 dates after the year ends, not right now, after the year ends. And that is what this section is 16 is done and dusted. We are now moving ahead. Guys, please tell me, can I do this? I am electric bike company. Am I making taxable supplies? Is the government happy with me? Yes. So what if I buy a sports car? Guys, I want to buy a sports car. I am the director of electric bike company. I want to buy a sports car worth 1 crore rupees, and on that GST is 18 lakhs. Can I buy it and can I say that I am going to use it for business purpose? Really, in reality, I am going to take it for meetings. Can I take this credit of 18 lakhs? Yes, I can, because 16.1, 16.2, 16.3, 16.4, everything fulfilled. But do you think, guys, the government will feel bad here because of such huge credits? Yes. What if instead of a car, I buy a yacht, guys? I buy a yacht worth 10 crore rupees. On that 1.8 crore GST, guys, will the government have to give it to me? Yes, the government will feel very bad. So there are some cases in which the government says, I know you're fulfilling all the conditions 16, 1, 2, 3, 4. But still, I will not be able to give you credit because these credits have been blocked. So we've reached the concept of blocked credit. These credits have been blocked. Blocked means, will you get them, guys? Will they enter the electronic credit ledger? No. So these credits have been blocked. Check out, guys, which credits have been blocked. Alright, we're talking about block credit. Let's talk about the first block credit. Guys, the first block credit, by the way, the block credit section is section 17.5. Guys, please tell me yes or no. Are you purchasing something? Yes. Are you paying the GST on this? Yes. Are you fulfilling all the conditions? Yes. But still, because the government doesn't want to give it to you, they have called this block credit. On this, you will not get it. Amazing shortcuts are waiting for you here. Let's see one by one, and also let's see the logic behind each of them. First one, 17.5a, they say on any vessel, vessel means ship, yachts, etc., on any aircraft like a private jet, a big plane, etc., and any motor vehicle could mean a bike, could mean a car, could mean a truck, could mean a bus. On this VAM, you don't get GST. Guys, so electric bike company is purchasing a yacht. Will they get credit according to this? No. They are purchasing a private jet or an aircraft. Will they get credit according to this? No. And they are purchasing a motor vehicle like a bus, truck, bike, car. Will they get a credit? No. Except, guys, except if that vehicle or vessel or aircraft, on the number plate they have written GST please. That's a shortcut, guys. If the number plate you see GST please, then will you get credit? Yes, you will get credit. It's almost, guys, when you go through a toll, do you have to pay a toll when you go through the toll bridge? Yes. But what if your car has Prime Minister's office written, guys? Then will you have to pay toll? No, you won't have to pay toll. So same way, this credit is blocked unless what is written on the number plate GST please. Now what is this silly shortcut? It's an amazing shortcut. Wait for it. What does GST please mean? Guys, if this VAM is for transportation of goods, please tell me what does G mean, guys? If the VAM is for transportation of goods. Example, guys, please tell me, a truck, is it for transportation of goods? Yes. A vessel, can it be for transportation of goods? A cargo aircraft, can it be for transportation of goods? Yes. So if it's for transportation of goods, will you get credit? Yes, you will get credit. Next, if you are in the same line of business means I am buying the aircraft to sell it ahead, or I am buying the aircraft to rent it ahead, or I am buying a car so I can use it for Uber as Uber. So guys, are you in the same line of business? Guys, do you understand what is same line of business? Yes. If you're in the same line of business, then I will give you credit. Example, I'm buying some cars to sell it ahead. I'm Hyundai. I'm an agency of Hyundai. I'm buying Hyundai cars so I can sell it ahead. I'm in the same line of business. Next, if I'm buying these VAMs to train for training purposes, example, I am the owner of a training school. I train people how to drive. Then in that case, can I take credit? Yes. And this last one, guys, is only for motor vehicles. If you're buying a motor vehicle, then if you're buying a motor vehicle, then in that case it will be only allowed if it's for passengers. But how many passengers, guys? More than 13 passengers. 13 will be a wrong answer. More than 13, remember guys, because 13 is an unlucky number, so don't use 13. More than 13, including the driver. Of course guys, that car has to have a driver. ICI language says including driver. How can a car run without a driver? So including the driver. Alright, so it is passengers more than 13. Good job guys, Akshat, good remembering all these shortcuts. Guys, this is section 17.5a. Now please tell me, I am giving you examples. You buy a sports car for the CEO of the company, will you get credit? No, because it's not for goods, it's not for same line of business, it's not for training, it's not for passengers. But you buy a bus for transportation of employees, 20 passengers bus capacity, will you get credit? Yes, because it's a vehicle. And for motor vehicles, you see passengers. What if you buy a bike, guys, for business? Can you take credit? Unfortunately, no, because bike is a motor vehicle. It does not have more than 13 passengers. I hope that is clear. Guys, what if I don't buy all this? What if I rent all this? What if I rent all this? Same concept. If you had bought it, if the main vehicle, when you buy, you get credit. Even when you lease, you will get credit. Again, if the main vehicle is GST, please. So that means on that 24 people bus, will I get lease if I lease the bus? Yes, you will get credit. Next guys, what if I have to repair? What if I have to insure? What if I have to do other charges, guys? Repair, insurance, etc. Let's say the bus got spoiled and it had to be repaired, or the bus insurance had to be paid. Will I get credit of the GST I paid on insurance and repairs? If the main vehicle is allowed, then even repairs, insurance, GST will be given a credit. I hope that is clear guys. So again I repeat quickly, please tell me, on VAM is GST allowed? No, on VAM GST is not allowed. Guys, just 1 second. Yes. So guys, for VAM, GST is not allowed. What is VAM? Vessels, aircraft and motor vehicles, GST is not allowed, except if on the number plate, what do you read guys? Please tell me in the chat box, what do you read on the number plate? If you read GST, please. G is goods, S is same line of business, T is training, and P is passengers, more than 13. Leasing is allowed if the main vehicle is allowed. Repair and insurance allowed if the main vehicle is allowed. Guys, that is section 17.5a. It's also a section called AA, and it's also a section called AAB. Guys, this is for vessel, aircraft, motor vehicle, and this is for repair, insurance, leasing, but doesn't matter, as long as you quote 17.5, you should be good. Guys, this is the first block credit, 17.5. Next, guys, EBC every month throws a party for their employees. Please tell me, in this party there is food and beverage. Guys, please tell me, is this for business purpose? Yes, to keep the employees happy. Yes. Will EBC pay GST on this? Yes. But will they get a credit on this? No, this credit has been blocked. We are now at the next section guys, 17.5b. 17.5b, what is the shortcut? B is for beverage. Guys, beverage is food and alcohol. Alcohol, of course, there is no GST. Food and any drinks, on that GST is blocked. Guys, what if EBC or the owner of EBC is getting a plastic surgery done, cosmetic surgery done, etc., and pays GST for looking good for his business, guys? Will you get credit? No, sorry, that is also blocked. So B is also for beauty. B is beverage, B is also beauty. Guys, what if you're taking clubhouse membership for your employees or for the CEO so that he can have meetings there, etc., and you pay GST on this? Sorry, that is blocked. Clubhouse is also blocked. And guys, what if you send your employees for a holiday, for travel, so that they are refreshed and they are happy? You sponsor their holiday, their travel. Guys, this is a dream company like Google, let's say, sponsors a travel and pays the GST. and they say that this is for the benefit of the employees because employees are refreshed, they will work better. Will they get the credit? No, because this is blocked under 17(5)(b). So please tell me in 17(5)(b) what is blocked? First, food and beverage is blocked. Second, beauty treatments are blocked. Third, clubhouse, insurance, etc. is blocked. And fourth, travel is blocked. But travel, which kind of travel, guys? Only leisure travel. Guys, if I tomorrow go to Delhi for an office meeting, and if I book a flight, can I take GST credit? Yes, I can, because that's for my business meeting, guys. This is not travel, this is actually holiday. I will write holiday here for better clarification. So this is not allowed. You will not get the credit, but there are two exceptions. Guys, if you're in the same line of business, or if this is statutory requirement, then it will be allowed. Let me explain what is same line of business. Guys, I am a caterer. I am a catering guy, but I don't have good desserts. So I take services of another caterer who provides me with desserts and he charges me GST. Can I take credit of that? Yes, because I am in the same line of business. I am not a consumer, I am using it to give it ahead. Same line of business. And next, if it's statutorily required, example guys, this food and beverage, as per the Factories Act, it is compulsory to give food for your employees, for your workers. Then will the GST be allowed? Yes, the GST will be allowed. So that is the next section, 17(5)(b). I am just writing it here, guys. This is block credit. 17(5)(a) was VAM, etc. GST, please. 17(5)(b), please can you tell me what is the shortcut for B? Beverage. Food and beverage, not allowed. Beauty treatments, not allowed. Clubhouse, insurance, not allowed. And holiday, etc. not allowed unless statutory required or unless same line of business. It gets easier now, guys. Check the next one. Alright. Guys, EBC wants a beautiful building which is the headquarters of EBC. Guys, do you see beautiful buildings of PwC, Deloitte, etc.? Your dream companies? Yes. So EBC has a very, they want to create a very beautiful building, and they tell L&T, can you build a very nice building for us? L&T says, yes, I can construct it for you. I will charge you 10 crores plus GST. Because I am giving you construction services, so I'll charge you GST. Guys, please tell me, have you paid GST and is this for business purpose, etc.? Yes. Can you take credit? Yes, but the government says, listen, this is not right. Because tomorrow when you sell this building, will the government get credit, guys, or will the government get GST? No, on sale of building there is no GST. So the government says, listen, under 17(5)(c), C is for construction, guys, construction of immovable property. Under 17(5)(c), this is blocked. Sorry, you will not get credit for this. So please tell me, when I construct an office, when PwC construct a new office and they pay GST to L&T, can they take credit? No, it has been blocked under 17(5)(c). There are exceptions here, 3 exceptions, guys. PSP, watch out. First, guys, what is S? If I am in the same line of business, example, I am not EBC, I am L&T only, and I have to construct a building for a client, but I don't know how to construct the lift well, and I take the services of another contractor, then guys, I pay him GST. Can I take a credit? Yes, because I am in the same line of business. Next, this is P and this is P. Let's discuss the P. Guys, I am not constructing an immovable property which is a building. I am constructing an immovable property which is plant and machinery. So guys, if the services are for construction of plant and machinery, then guys, does the government want to encourage plant and machinery or manufacturing in India? Yes, if they say it's for construction of plant and machinery, then we will give you credit, including the foundation. Even if there is a foundation for the plant and machinery, we will give you credit for that foundation also. So guys, if I take services from L&T for construction, but not of a building, but for plant and machinery, will I get credit? Yes, PS. Including foundation, absolutely right. And last, guys, I am not creating a whole building. I am just repairing my building, etc. And L&T, let's say, charges me 10 lakh rupees for repairing plus GST. and I debit this amount to my PNL account, guys. Last P is PNL account. Will I get the credit? Then yes. If you debit the amount to PNL account, that means it's a revenue expenditure, and you debit it to PNL account, then the government is okay to give you credit. All right. So please tell me, guys, is construction services blocked? GST on construction services or immovable property? Yes, it is blocked except PSP. P is for plant and machinery including foundation. S is for same line of business, and last P if it's the amount is debited to PNL account, like minor repairs, etc. But guys, here immovable property also includes telecom towers. So if you're constructing telecom towers, then you will not get credit, and it also includes pipelines laid outside the factory. For that also no credit. So building also no credit, and even telecom towers and pipelines are included in this. So why is it okay if you debit it to PNL? Because Akshat, what do you debit to PNL generally is not some big capital expenditure, it's small revenue expenditures. On that the government is okay to give you credit. Alright, so that is 17A, 17.5C. C is for what, guys? Any guesses? What is the shortcut for C? C is construction. Next, guys, let's do 17.5D. You already know it. It's very simple. It's the same like C. Watch out. Guys, you did not want L&T to construct a building for you. You thought you will develop this building yourself. D is for develop. 17.5D. You thought you will develop this building yourself. So guys, can you buy cement? Can you buy steel? Can you engage an architect? And can you develop it yourself? Yes. And will you get credit for that? No, sorry guys, same thing, but developing it yourself also will not be allowed. This will not be allowed unless it is PSP. Any guesses, guys? What is S? Unless you're in the same line of business. Example, construction only. What is P? If you're developing plant and machinery including the foundation. And what is the last P? If you're debiting this to the PNL account. So can I say 17.5C and D are the same? One is construction, one is development. As now, from now onwards, it gets easier and easier. Next, guys, this is Metro Shoes, or this is a shoe company, which is a composition scheme dealer. Guys, do you remember the shoe company? When they were selling shoes, were they charging any GST in the composition scheme? No. So was the government unhappy? Yes. So will they get any ITC? No, their entire ITC is blocked. And is this scheme easy? Yes, the scheme is very easy. So hence, for composition scheme dealers, 17.5E is easy. The entire ITC is blocked. So that is 17.5E. Please, can you tell me what is the shortcut? E is for what? Easy composition scheme. Alright, next guys is F, 17.5F. This is very simple from now onwards, guys. F is very, very simple. Just 1 second, guys. Sorry, there's some urgent thing happening. Alright, guys, 17.5F. Guys, do you remember the Delhi exhibition? And in that Delhi exhibition, do you remember a foreigner participating called Tesla, NRTP? Then in that case, guys, when he comes to India, guys, does he have to be compulsorily registered? We knew that he has to be compulsorily registered. Will he take the services of a CA, guys? Yes. Will he buy some small things here and there? Yes. Will he pay some GST? Yes. But the government says, listen, foreigner, we will not give you any ITC. Sorry, your ITC also has been blocked. So this is the NRTP. When they take some purchases and they pay some GST, that GST has been blocked under 17(5)(f). The shortcut is F is foreigner. This guy is a foreigner. The only credit they will get is, guys, do you think they will get their foreign cars with them? Will they import the cars? Yes. On that import, if they pay GST, they will get credit. I'll repeat this one last time, guys. Do you know what is an NRTP? Do you know where they're coming to India? And do you think they will purchase some inputs or input services or capital goods in India? Yes. But will they get credit? No, they will not get credit, except when they import their goods into India, which we will see at CA final, import of goods. On that they pay GST, and that they will get credit. Otherwise they will not get credit. That is 17(5)(f). We are very close to finishing this also, guys. 17(5)(f). Next, guys. Alright, next. Guys, this is a Hindi shortcut, but I think you will understand this very easily. I'm very sure you'll understand it. Guys, this is electric bike company, and they make some personal supply. That means they take some supplies at home, they take some personal supplies, ghar pe. The shortcut is ghar pe. Will the government be happy with this? No. So in relation to this, will we get any credit? No, we will not get any credit. So that credit is blocked. 17(5)(g), F, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yes, 17(5)(g). Guys, I hope you are with me. You don't need to by heart all these, but you have some simple shortcuts to by heart all of this. So please tell me, guys, are you understanding this? Yes. Any doubts, please let me know. Perfect. Okay. So this is personal supply, guys. In personal supply, the government is not getting anything, and hence they will not even give you credit. So this is 17(5)(g). The GST has been blocked. Alright, guys, what makes you happy? Does free gifts make you happy? If someone told you, listen, you're an influencer, we are giving you a free gift, will you get happy? Yes. And what gets you unhappy? What if, guys, tomorrow your bike has caught fire? Will it make you unhappy? Yes. So let's check happy and unhappy on the screen. This is electric bike company, and they are giving one bike as a sample or as a gift to a movie star. Guys, will it make the movie star happy? Yes. But the government is not happy. They say 17(5)(h), because we don't get anything in this we will not give you any credit. So on samples, gifts, etc., will you get gift? Will you get credit? No, you will not. And guys, what if EBC in their godown, they have 10 bikes and the godown catches fire? So guys, let's say the goods are destroyed, or the goods become obsolete. Obsolete means outdated, or the goods are lost, or the goods are stolen. Then in this case, guys, will the government get GST? No. So they say, even in this case, I know this is unhappy, but still you will not get credit. So this is also 17(5)(h). So please, can you tell me what is the key word for 17(5)(h)? H is for what, guys? H is for happy and unhappy. Happy is when you give samples, gifts, etc. Will you get credit? No. And unhappy is when your goods get destroyed, stolen, theft, obsolete. Will you get credit? No. And we come to the last one. Guys, this is electric bike company. They have bought some batteries apparently, but they are lying to the government. So what if after taking credit, then goods are destroyed? What if after taking credit, the goods are destroyed? Then you will have to reverse it, because the government does not want to give that credit to you. Good question, Venkat. Keep it up. Alright. Guys, electric bike company is saying that they have bought batteries from battery supply company, but in reality, guys, they have not bought any batteries. They have just taken an invoice. Based on the invoice, guys, can they take credit? Yes, they are trying to take credit just based on a fake invoice. If the government comes to know this, guys, will they investigate into it? Yes, and once they investigate into it, they say, listen, we know that this is because of any fraud, misrepresentation, etc. So hence we will block this under 17(5)(i). I is for investigate. So this is 17(5)(i), and this is your very important blocked credit. Everyone guys, please repeat with me. Guys, do we have some conditions for taking credit? Yes, we have some conditions for taking credit. Even after fulfilling all conditions guys, are some credits blocked? Yes, some credits are blocked. Those are called block credit, which is the section, if you forget anything, the section is 17(5). Please quickly tell me guys. A is for VAM. What is the shortcut there? GST, please. And P is only for motor vehicles more than how many passengers guys? More than 13 passengers including the driver. Guys, what is B? Beauty, beverage, insurance, clubhouse and holidays. Will that be blocked? Yes, unless it's statutory required or in the same line of business. 17(5)(c) is construction. That is also blocked for immovable property except P, SP, plant and machinery, same line of business, P&L. D is same guys, but D is develop yourself, same like it. E is easy scheme. Who is in the easy scheme? Composition scheme. For him also ITC is blocked. What is F? F is foreigner, non-resident taxable person. For him also ITC is blocked. What is G? G is ghar pe, personal supply. Even then ITC is blocked. What is H? Happy and unhappy, gifts etc. samples. Unhappy is fire, destruction etc. ITC is blocked. I is investigate. ITC is blocked. So in all these cases guys, ITC is blocked. Alright, we are done with block credit also guys. Now we move ahead to the next concept, which is very simple, which is give and take relationship. So I'm going to explain, or I'm going to ask you, you tell me will I get credit for these supplies. I'm making taxable supplies guys. Is the government happy? Yes. Will I get credit? Yes. I'm making zero rated supply. Example, I'm making export supply. I know there is no GST on export guys, we will learn this at CA final, but guys, is the government still happy because they're getting foreign exchange? Yes. So will you get credit for this supply also? Yes. And lastly, I'm making some exempt supply. Exempt, you know, has how many N's guys? Has 3 N's. Whether it is nil, non-taxable or notification, I am making exempt supply. Will the government be happy with this? No, the government will not be happy with this. So will I get credit for this? No, I will not get credit for this. And I am making some personal supply guys. Will the government be happy with this? No, the government will not be happy with this. So will I get credit for this? No, I will not get credit for this. So this guys, can I summarize this as give and take relationship? Please tell me yes or no. Is this your give and take relationship? Yes, and this is your section 17(1) as well. So what is your section 17(1)? So 17(1) only says that for taxable supply, for zero rated supply, we will give you credit. For exempt supply and for personal supply, we will not give you credit. That is what 17(1) talks about. Is this simple section? Yes, it is a very simple section. The next one makes me happy because guys, they have removed some part. Of course, they have removed since 1 year, but I'll explain. Guys, are you making 4 different kind of supplies? Taxable, export, exempt, personal. And guys, what if you have one asset, one capital good, which you're using for all 4? Then will you apply it? Will you not apply it? Or will you proportionately apply it? You will proportionately apply it. But that is done under a rule called Rule 42 and Rule 43, which has now been removed from CA Inter. So these 2 rules are removed. So this is section 17(2) and 17(3), which says that in case of any common inputs, common means are we using it for all kinds of supply? Yes. In case of common inputs or common input services or common capital goods, will you apportion it? Yes. But is this there for your exam guys? No, this is not there for your exam. All right, moving ahead to the last one, and then section 17 also gets over. Guys, let's move to the last one. Guys, 17.1, do you understand give and take relationship? Yes. 17.2, guys, are there some common inputs which, like a capital goods, which is used for all supplies? Yes. Will you have to apportion it, proportion it? Yes. That is also not there at CA intern. Those rules have been removed. They were there till November 21, guys. After that, they've been removed. All right. And with that, guys, we come to the last section of section 17. That is the next section. Guys, anyone please quickly tell me which is your favorite bank, or which is the bank that you bank with. We'll take that bank's example. Anyone, which is your bank? PNB. All right, so this is PNB, Punjab and National Bank. Guys, this is Punjab and National Bank. And guys, do they make taxable supplies? Example, guys, do they have processing fees, service fees, etc., on which there is GST? Yes. And do they also give loans on which there is interest, and that is exempt? If you didn't know, now you know, guys, interest is exempt. So guys, is there taxable supply also and exempt supply also? Yes. And let's say PNB has a lot of credits this month. They bought a car for their boss. This is a car on which they paid GST of 1 lakh. Plus they have taken some services from, this is PNB Mumbai, Maharashtra, and they've taken some services from PNB Gujarat for, let's say, 2 lakhs. Plus they have taken other services, other inputs for 3 lakh. Now guys, please tell me, out of this, do you see something which is blocked? Yes, the car is blocked. Do you see something which is coming from a deemed distinct person? Yes, 2 lakh is coming from deemed distinct person. And guys, do you see others which is common use for taxable as well as exempt supply? Yes. So Punjab National Bank, which had 174 branches in India. Why 174? Because section is 17.4. They have two options. One option, which we will see at CA final, they can use rule 42 and 43, but that option only at CA final. Or they can use the second option. The second option shortcut is BD 50%. What is the second option, guys? Second option is BD 50%, but whichever option they choose, they have to use that option for the whole year. Guys, let's look at what is this BD 50%. First, they say take the entire ITC of the month. Guys, what is the entire ITC? Whether it's blocked, not blocked, tell me the entire ITC. The entire ITC for the month is 6 lakhs. Now BD 50%. First, remove whatever is blocked. Guys, how much is blocked? Under section 17.5, 1 lakh is blocked. So I remove that 1 lakh. Yes. This is my electronic credit ledger. Let's say how much I can take. So now how much remains, guys? 5 lakh. Out of the 5 lakh, how much is coming from deemed distinct persons, guys? 2 lakh worth of GST, worth of services. So 2 lakh you will remove. This you will get 100%, guys. So can I take it here? Will I get this entire 2 lakhs? Yes. And what is the balance? 3 lakh. Of the balance you will get only 50%. So can I take 1 lakh 50 here? Yes. And that is what is BD 50%. I repeat this quickly, guys. This is GST credits in for banks. Guys, how many branches of any bank? 174 branches. What is the section? Section is 17.4. Do banks in India have an option of choosing between two things? Yes. What is the first thing? Rule 42, 43, which is at CA final. What is the second thing, guys? Second option, what is the shortcut? BD 50%. Let's use BD 50%. Whichever we choose, we need to hold it for that same year. Entire year we got to use that option. Yes. Let's check. Guys, first, will you start with the entire total ITC? Yes. What is B, guys? What do you remove? Whichever is blocked you remove. Will you take it to the credit ledger? No, guys, it is blocked, so you will not take it. Next, what is D, guys? That which is coming from deemed distinct persons. So will you minus that which is coming from deemed distinct persons? Yes. Why? Because you will get 100% of that. And last, guys, is 50%. Guys, this is 50%. So this you will get, and total credit for the month is 3,50,000. Congratulations. With that, guys, your 17th section is also coming to an end. This is only available to whom? Banks and financial institutions. All right. And with that, guys, we've come to the last concept on last section, that is section 18. Guys, for this, I want you to tell me, guys, on your CA inter result, guys, if you pass and let's say you get a rank, will your parents be happy? Yes, I'm only happy with that thought, guys. Will your parents be happy if you pass with a rank? Yes. And that day, guys, if you tell them, listen, I want a new mobile phone, I want to go eat pizzas to my favorite restaurant, will they allow you to do all of it? Yes, because they're happy, they'll allow you to do all of that. Same thing is happening here also. Guys, there are 4 situations in which the government is getting very happy. Let's see one by one the situations. Guys, this is electric bike company. Earlier they were not registered. So when they were making supplies, was the government happy? No, because they're not registered. And when they were purchasing batteries, were they getting credit? No, they were not getting credit. Give and take, guys, they're not giving, so they're not getting credit obviously, and they're not registered. Now, guys, they cross the limit of 40 lakhs. Will they have to get registered? Yes. And today, 4th August, is their effective date, guys, of registration. Please tell me, when they put the sticker outside their showroom, there is someone who's very happy. Please tell me who's very happy today. Who's very happy? The government. Why? Because from today onwards, every supply will they make, will the government get GST? Yes. And from today onwards, everything that EBC buys, will they get credit? Yes. Guys, is this okay? Is the government happy? Yes, the government happy. But EBC has one request. They tell the government that, government, out of the batteries that I had bought, when you had not given me credit, 4 batteries are left in my godown. How many batteries, guys? Please tell me. Out of all the batteries that I bought on which you did not give me credit, 4 batteries are lying in my godown. Guys, will these batteries now be sold after today? Yes, through bikes only, but will they be sold? Yes. And when they are sold, will the government get GST? Yes. So they told the government that, government, listen, can I take credit of these 4 batteries? I have the invoice, I know how much GST I have paid, can I take the credit? Guys, do you think the government will allow it? Yes, because they are very happy and it's logical, guys. I repeat. Guys, when they were not registered, did they get credit of these batteries? No. But now that they are registered and 4 batteries are left, then on these 4 batteries or whatever stock of batteries is left, whether in finished goods, semi-finished goods or raw materials, whatever stock is left, guys, will they get credit of this stock now? Yes, because this stock is unsold right now. Will it be sold tomorrow, day after tomorrow or 3rd day? Yes. And will the government get credit? Yes. So they will give you credit on the stock. So guys, on the stock, will you get credit? Yes. But the government only says this should be fresh stock. Guys, please tell me, what should it be? It should be fresh stock. That means the stock should be not later than 1 year from the effective date. So your date is 4th August or 6th August. So from 6th August 22, you have to go 1 year back. The stock should be purchased during that period. That means the stock should be fresh. But guys, they also had purchased some capital goods. Please tell me, if they had purchased a tempo, last year in December, let's say they purchased it on 6th December 21, were they registered back then, guys? No. So would they have got credit back then? No. Now they are registered, guys. Now should they deserve credit? Yes, but the government says sorry, on capital goods I cannot give you, on capital goods I'll not be able to give you, on stock I will be able to give you, on capital goods I'll not be able to give you. Are we okay with this, guys? Quickly recapping, guys, is this registration? Are you registering? Is the government happy? Will they give you credit from today onwards? Yes. But what about the stock? On the stock also, whichever is unsold, will you get credit? Yes. On the capital goods? No, on capital goods you will not get. But guys, who knows your stock? You know your stock. So go into a warehouse, count the number of stock you have, write a letter to the government within some days, within 30 days, you have to tell the government that listen, this is my stock, this is my credit. And if the credit on this stock is more than 2 lakh rupees, then it has to be certified by a CA, because the government doesn't believe you. So guys, who knows how many batteries you have? You know, so you need to let a letter to the government. Yes, you need to give her details, and in that details, if the GST is more than 2 lakh rupees on the stock, you need to give a CA certificate as well. I'm changing the situation. This is situation A. I'm making situation B now. Watch out on the screen, guys. Electric bike company is not registered. Guys, please tell me answers quickly now. Electric bike company is not registered. Is the government happy with the supply? No. Will they give you credit on the stock? No. Will they give you credit on the tempo you bought on 6th December? No, they will not. But guys, can you voluntarily register? Yes. So today, guys, you got your voluntary registration certificate. Is today your effective date? Yes, you don't get earlier effective date in this case. So today is your effective date in this case also. Guys, you have some stock left on that. Okay, so from today, let's go back. Voluntary registration happened today. Guys, from today onwards, is the government going to be happy? Yes. Will they give you credit of whatever you purchase now? Yes. But what about the stock that is lying in your godown? Will you get credit for that also? Yes, you will get credit for that, but it should be fresh, guys. What should it be? It should be fresh. Fresh means how long should be the date of invoice, guys? 1 year, within 1 year. And guys, on capital goods, on that tempo, will you get? No, you will not get. Same thing. Yes, guys, A and B are the same. Only thing in A, you were getting registered because you had to get registered. In B, you were getting voluntary registered. Do you understand the difference between the two, guys? Yes. Now guys, the third happy situation. If you think like this, you will never go wrong, guys. This happy give and take relationship. Yes, let's go to the third situation, situation number C. Guys, electric bike company was in the composition scheme, paying 1% GST. Is the government happy? No. So will they get ITC on the stock or on the batteries they purchase? No. But what about the capital goods? Will they get credit on the capital goods? No, guys, because you're just paying 151%. Why should I give you credit, guys? But they are now coming out of the composition scheme because either they've crossed the threshold of 1.5 crore or 75 lakh, or they are doing one of the 6 things. Guys, will they now switch to the regular scheme? Yes. You can switch to the regular scheme anytime, guys, whenever you want, but composition scheme you can switch only on 1st April, but they're now in the regular scheme. Please tell me, now will the government be happy? Now when they purchase anything, will they get credit? Yes, they will get credit on everything they purchase now. But what about the stock that is not sold, guys? Will they get credit on that stock as well? Yes, because it is going to be sold in the future, but it should be what kind of stock, guys? It should be fresh stock. Fresh means how old should it be? 1 year maximum. And on the capital goods example, you purchased a truck on 6th December 21. You purchased the truck for 10 lakh rupees. You paid GST of 1.8 lakh rupees. Will you get credit on capital goods? Yes, guys, here you will get. But please tell me, did you use this capital good? Did you use this tempo for some time in the composition scheme? Yes. So will I give you the entire credit? No. Let me give you an example, guys. This is my phone. if I have used this phone and if I sell you this phone, let's say I bought this phone for 100, and if I have used this phone, will you pay me 100? No, you will pay me 70. So do you understand that it will reduce? Yes. Same way, guys. Was this tempo used for the composition scheme for some quarters? Yes. So they say we will give you the credit for capital goods, but how much credit did you take first? 1,80,000. We will not give you the entire credit. We will reduce it by 5% per quarter or part thereof. So now let's calculate quarters till August, guys. You bought it in December. So last year, guys, will you calculate October, November, December quarter? Yes, you will. Even if it's December, yes, you will. Next, guys, will you calculate Jan, Feb, March quarter? Yes. April, May, June quarter? Yes. And July, August, September quarter? Yes. So how many quarters, guys? 4 quarters into 5%. How much percent will you reduce? You will reduce 4 quarters into 5%. That is, you will reduce 20%. 20% is 36,000. So how much will you how much credit will you give, guys? On this tempo, you will give in the electronic credit ledger 1,44,000. Quickly revising, guys. This, are you happy? Is the government happy because you're moving from the composition scheme to the regular scheme? Yes. Will the government give you credit on whatever you purchase from now onwards? Yes. But guys, on the stock, will you get credit? Yes, of course, it should be fresh. On the capital goods also you will get credit. But guys, will the credit be reduced because these goods are now second hand? They were used in composition scheme. Yes. How much will you reduce it? 5% per quarter or part thereof. And last is D, guys. Earlier, your supply was exempt. Electric bikes, let's say through notification or exempt supply, they were exempt. As in exempt supply, is the government going to be happy? No. So will they give you credit on capital goods or on stock, etc.? No. But today only the notification came out that now your goods are going to be taxable. Guys, in that case, is the government going to be happy now? Yes. Will they give you credit, guys? Yes, they will give you credit. This is very awkward, so I'm just going to make it a nice smiley. Yes. Will they give you credit now onwards? Yes. But on the stock, guys, which is not sold, will they give you credit? Yes, but the stock should be fresh. And on the capital goods, yes, you will get, but 1,80,000 has to be reduced by how much per quarter, guys? 5% per quarter or part thereof. Guys, who knows when you purchase this asset? Who knows how much stock you have? You know. So you have to write a letter on the GST portal within 30 days telling the officer how much stock, how much capital good, etc. And if the GST involved is more than 2 lakh rupees, guys, will you have to get a CA certificate? Yes. And guys, by the way, this is section 18(1) A, B, C, D. In A, were you registering? In B, were you voluntary registering? In C, were you getting out of the composition scheme? And in D, were you getting out of exempt supply? Yes. So that is the shortcut, guys. Let me tell you the shortcut. 18(1) has 4 situations. Please tell me, in all the situations, is the government happy? Yes. In the first 2, do you get for stock credit? Yes. But for capital goods, you don't get. In the second 2 or in the last 2, do you get for stock also and capital goods also? Yes. So the section is A, B, C and D. And the shortcut is, guys, the shortcut is here: register voluntarily or credit expires. So whenever you register, whenever you voluntarily register, whenever you come out of composition scheme or whenever you come out of exempt scheme, register voluntarily or your credit will expire. That's a shortcut for remembering 18(1). And guys, should the stock be fresh? How fresh, guys? 1 year. That is told by section 18(2). 18(2) says that the stock, you will get the credit only if the date of invoice of that stock is within 1 year from today's date, from that effective date. Good job, good job, good job, guys. That is 18(1), 18(2). Are we good to go, guys? Are we understanding? These are very difficult concepts in ITC chapter. If you're understanding them, then a slow clap for you guys. Fabulous stuff happening. All right, perfect. Guys, moving now to the very few last sections left. Let's see which is the next section. Guys, ITC is one of the biggest chapters, and in the biggest chapter we are almost reaching the end of this chapter. All right, guys, you are electric bike company. Please tell me, on the purchases that you make, of course you are registered and you are making taxable supply. On the purchases that you make, will you get credit? Yes. And the credit kept adding, and in your Paytm balance or your electronic credit ledger, you have 10 lakh rupees. Perfect. Guys, today is a very special day because today you are selling your company, or you're amalgamating your company, or you're merging your company, or you're reorganizing your company into another company. So EBC is getting sold to Hero Honda Electric. I'm removing these arrows are just confusing. So Hero Honda is getting merged or amalgamated and sold to, EBC is getting sold to Hero Honda Electric. Now watch out, guys. Will the brand name go to Hero Honda? Yes. Will the stock go to Hero Honda? Will everything go to Hero Honda? Yes, guys. Will your credit also go to Hero Honda? Yes, the credit will also go. So guys, in India, I told you we don't waste anything. If you move your house from one house to the other, will you take your fridge, your electronic items, your TV, etc. along with you? Yes. Same way here also, guys. Are you selling your company to another company? Yes. Will your credit also go to the other company? Yes, the credit will also go to the other company, but there are some conditions. Watch out. First, guys, is this credit an asset? Yes. The asset or the credit will go ahead or can be transferred only if liabilities are also getting transferred. That means who will pay your electricity bill now, guys? Who will pay your GST bill now? Hero Honda Electric. So only if liabilities are going ahead, credit will also get ahead. That means, can you transfer it? Yes, you can transfer it, but there are some conditions. First condition is this. Second, you will go online and you will file a GST ITC 02. This document or this file or this form you will fill up. How will you remember this number, guys? Are we going from one entity to the second entity? Yes, so hence ITC 02. And will you fill in the details that I have electric credit ledger of 10 lakh rupees, etc.? Yes. And this has to be accepted by the other party, and this has to be accepted. Once it's accepted, guys, will now it reflect in the electronic credit ledger of HHE? Yes, it will now reflect here. Guys, this can only, so guys, please tell me yes or no. Are you transferring your credit ledger or are you giving your credit ledger to someone else? Yes. Guys, can I give my credit to Unacademy just like that? Or can I give my credit to my neighbor just like that? No, guys, you cannot give it just like that. You can only give it if you're selling, amalgamating, merging, or reorganizing your business. So this is sale and amalgamation. Let's say you were merging. Guys, in case of merging also, can you transfer it ahead? Yes, but only one condition, guys. I'm writing the condition here. In case you're merging, then you can transfer the credit ledger in certain proportion. Now, what is the proportion? I'll tell you. Guys, if you're merging 40% of your company with Hero Honda Electric, please tell me in the chat box how much percentage of your assets are you merging with Hero Honda Electric? 40%. Then only 40% of this credit can go ahead. So will it go in a proportion, guys? Yes. This proportion is proportion of assets. Yes. And this is only used in case of merger, not sale, not amalgamation. Only in case of merger this is proportion. This is very simple, guys. If you're 40% merging, then your 40% credit will go ahead. And guys, last, in the same thing, you are a proprietorship firm. Let's say your father had a proprietorship firm. Now you're a CA, you are joining him, and let's say you are making it into a partnership firm. Guys, can I say this is reorganization of business? proprietorship firm is being converted into partnership firm. Let's say the proprietorship firm had electronic credit ledger of 10 lakhs. Guys, do you think in India we'll let it go waste? No, we'll never let it go waste. You will transfer it. Same, you will file GST ITC 02. The other partnership firm has to accept it, then it will get transferred. This, guys, what we just saw is a section called 18.3. How do you remember it, guys? Sale, amalgamation, merger. These three things, of course reorganization also, but in these three cases we use section 18.3 to transfer our credit to someone else. Guys, can I go on the road and stand that, listen, I have extra credit, anyone wants, I can sell my credit? Can I do that? No, I cannot sell credit, guys. But I can transfer it only in which cases? Please tell me. Sale, amalgamation, merger, and of course reorganization also. This is section 18.3. Sale, amalgamation, merger, also reorganization. So just recapping, guys, in 18.1 was the government really happy? Yes, they were really happy. In 18.2 they said that the stock should be fresh. Yes, 1 year. And in 18.3 in sale, amalgamation and merger, can you transfer it? Yes, that is GST ITC 02. It has to be accepted and all of that. So then EBC GST will be cancelled. Yes, absolutely right, Venkat. Then guys, GST of EBC will get cancelled. But anyways, you're not wasting anything because you've transferred everything ahead. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We are almost at the fag end, guys. Guys, watch out very carefully. This could be a good question in your exam. EBC has bought a tempo for 10 lakh rupees. On that, they have paid 1 lakh 80 as GST. This tempo will be used for business purposes. They have an invoice, everything DR, GR, everything fulfilled. Guys, can they take a credit of this tempo's 1 lakh 80 GST? Yes. So in the electronic credit ledger, can they take the entire 1 lakh 80? I want answers, please. Guys, this is a tempo that they've bought. They are registered. Can they take the credit of 1 lakh 80 to the electronic credit ledger? Yes. But guys, aren't you going to use the tempo only for 1 day, or are you going to be using it for many days, months and years? Guys, you're going to be using it for long. So did the government give you a benefit immediately? Yes. So is that a good thing? Yes. But they take a promise from you. They tell you that, listen, it's almost like you enroll for CA and your parents give you a laptop, that, oh, my son, my daughter has enrolled for CA, here is a laptop. Guys, they take a promise from you that, listen, we are giving you a credit today only, but please promise us that you will use this asset or this tempo for 60 months. 60 months means how many years, guys? 5 years. Yes. So they take a promise from you that, listen, this should be used for at least 60 months. So let's say you bought the tempo on the 6th December 21. Did you take the credit of 1 lakh 80? Have you used the credit also, guys? Yes, credit is like Paytm balance. You can use it also, no problem. But guys, today, let's not take today's date. We'll take, let's say, September. In the month of September, you decided that this tempo does not work well. You'd rather buy a different tempo. So guys, can you sell the tempo? In the month of September 22, you decided to sell the tempo. And please tell me, once you are registered, even selling this tempo, guys, when you sell anything or supply anything, will it be subject to GST? Yes. So you decided to sell the tempo for 8 lakh rupees. Or not 8 lakh, let's say 6 lakh rupees. Please tell me, are you breaking a promise? Guys, how many months were you supposed to use this tempo for your business purposes? 60 months. And are you selling it much before? Yes. So the government gets very angry and they say, listen, this is not right. So as a punishment, we will calculate two amounts, and whatever is the bigger amount, you will have to pay us through the electronic liability register. Guys, is this punishment for breaking a promise? Yes. What if, guys, what if you had sold it after 60 months? Then there's no punishment, so we'll talk about that. But here they say we will calculate two amounts and you will have to pay us the higher of those two amounts. Let's see the two amounts, guys. How much are you selling this by tempo for? 6 lakh. On that, guys, what is the GST rate? How do I know the GST rate? Because the same rate when you purchase, the same rate when you sell. So what is the rate, guys? 18%. So that amount is 48,000. 6 lakh into 18%, sorry. That amount is 1,08,000. Either this or, guys, how much credit did you take when you promised them? You took 1,80,000. You say we gave you 1,80,000, but you only used it for X number of months. For those months we will give you the credit, but for remaining we will reverse it. So how many months did you use it, guys? December, Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. So basically you use it for 10 months out of 60 months. So guys, do you deserve for 10 months? Yes. But for 50 months, do you not deserve it? No, you don't deserve it. So we'll reverse it. So 1,80,000 divided by 60 into 50 is 1,50,000. So either this or this, which is higher, guys? The higher one is 1,50,000. That you will have to pay us as a punishment. I repeat this, guys. This is sale of an asset. They don't call it sale, they call it supply of asset. Supply of asset. Everyone watch out carefully and please tell me answers in the chat box. Guys, did you buy a tempo for your business purposes and did you pay GST of 1,80,000? Did you get the full credit on the same day? Yes, with a promise that you're going to use it for how many months? You're going to use it for 60 months. But guys, did you break your promise? Yes, you sold it in a few months, in 10 months only you sold it. Then guys, you don't have to see full month, even part of the month is okay. So you sold it in 10 months, yes. So the government feels very bad. Do they punish you? Yes. A and B, two calculations. What is the first calculation? Whatever you're selling it into the rate of GST, which is 18%, which is 1,08,000. And the second one is whatever credit they gave you for whatever months you did not use. How many months you did use? 10 months. So how many months you did not use? 50 months. That much they will reverse. So whichever is higher, that they will pay. But guys, what if I use this asset for 60 months? And what if I sell it after 60 months for, let's say, 1 lakh rupees? Then will they get angry? No, you've not broken your promise. So then will they punish you? No, but they will still do only a calculation. What will they do? Only the first calculation. That is, how much are you selling it for? 1 lakh. On that 18%. Why? Because guys, once you are registered, anything you sell will be subject to GST. So on that 18%, that is 18,000 you will have to pay. So guys, please tell me here, if you sell it within 60 months, is there a punishment? Yes. But if you sell it after 60 months, do you calculate two amounts? No, you only calculate the first amount and you pay that. Guys, this is a section called 18(6). 6 is S. S is for supply of capital asset. So this is section 18(6). Of course, 3 and 4 and 5 we will do, but this is 18(6). This is supply of capital asset. Perfect guys, we are at the last section of this chapter. Then we'll do payment chapter. Payment chapter is just 10 minutes and then we'll do sums and this chapter will be over. This is a humongous chapter, but we are doing it really well. Guys, section 18 are all special circumstances. Guys, in 18(1), did you make the government happy? 18(2) is fresh stock. 18(3), did you transfer it in case of sale, amalgamation, merger or reorganization? Yes, merger is in proportion of assets. And in 18(6), did you supply or sell capital asset? Yes. Now the next section is 18(4) and 18(5), which we will do in just about 2 minutes from now. So we'll take a 2-minute breather here. We'll come back and we'll continue. Alright guys, getting back, just checking if everything is okay recording wise. Perfect. Alright, so now we are left with just last two sections. We'll do those. We'll do payment of GST chapter and then this is done and dusted over. So let's have a look. Perfect. Guys, unfortunately, two things are happening. You are entering into the composition scheme, or your supply is becoming exempt. This is EBC. Guys, can they enter into the composition scheme? Please tell me guys, can they enter into the composition scheme? Yes, they are trim, they are manufacturers. And can their supply become exempt? The government can come up with a notification. Yes. So then in those cases guys, will the government be unhappy? Yes. But they were earlier registered. I'll repeat this guys. Electric bike company was earlier registered. Is the government happy? Yes. And on the batteries that they were buying, etc., were they getting credit? Yes. On the capital goods guys, the tempo, etc., were they getting credit? Yes. Life was good, everything was okay, till suddenly one day something strange happened and they became a part of composition scheme, or their supply became exempt. Guys, will the government become unhappy now? Yes. Will any batteries, etc., if they purchase now, will they get credit? No. Any capital goods will they purchase now, will they get credit? No. But guys, on the stock which they have bought, which is not sold, guys, which was sold, it's okay. On the stock which is not sold, have they taken credit? Yes. But now when they sell, will the government get GST? No. So the government says, listen, this is not fair. If you are getting out of the scheme, if you are going into the composition scheme, you bought so many batteries. Let's say you bought 100 batteries. Out of that, 40 batteries are still lying with you. Have you taken credit on that 40 batteries also, guys? Yes. And now when you supply those 40 batteries, please tell me guys, have you taken credit on those 40 batteries also? Yes, because you were in the normal scheme. And now when you sell these 40 batteries through bikes, will you get GST? No, the government will not get GST. So they say, listen, go to your garage, count how many batteries you have and make a list of how much batteries you have. So you say 40 batteries. Okay. On that, whatever is the GST, check the invoice and reverse it. So let's say 40,000, I'll have to reverse. Reverse means you'll have to pay to the government under electronic credit, under the electronic liability register. Guys, is that okay? Is that fair? Give and take relationship. On those 40 batteries, I gave you credit, but now you're not going to sell it under exempt, under taxable supply. So I'm taking it back. Yes, perfectly okay. Justified? Yes. Guys, the next is capital goods. When you bought that tempo, guys, do you remember buying that tempo? Yes, you bought that tempo. Guys, I have a small correction to make. I'm so sorry, but this is not done monthly. This section 18.6. Sorry, my bad guys. This is also done per quarter. My bad. So in 18.6, when you were selling the capital asset, guys, did I tell you to do monthly? Yes, please change it to quarter wise. 5% per quarter, same thing. So 1,80,000. Did you do it monthly? Yes. Guys, let me recap. Sorry, my bad. Just let me correct this. I just suddenly thought I said something different here. Guys, quickly. Did you buy an asset like a tempo? Did you get credit of 1,80,000? Yes. And did you promise them to use for 60 months? Yes. And are you selling this asset for 6 lakh rupees in the month of September? Yes. Or let's say we'll keep it November. Yes. So will they be angry at you? Yes, you've broken your promise. So on 6 lakh, 18%, either this one or 1,80,000, they say, listen, you took 1,80,000, but listen, out of that, how many quarters have you used and how many quarters have you not used? So how many quarters have you used? That much quarters you remove, otherwise guys, you reverse. So from 1 lakh, from December to November, how many quarters? This October, November, December, 1 quarter. Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, 5 quarters into 5 into 5%, that is 25% you keep. by balance you remove, so 75% you will remove, so 1,80,000 into 75%, that is 1,35,000. That much you'll have to reverse. So how much will you reverse, guys? Sorry, 1,35,000 will have to reverse. So again, it's everywhere 5% per quarter. Everywhere, guys, it's 5% per quarter. Whether it is 18.1, 5% per quarter, 18.3, 18.6, everywhere it is 5% per quarter. All right. Coming back to this same situation, guys, the government is very sad because after taking credit, you have now become exempt supply, or you've now taken the composition scheme. So the government is not very happy. They are very sad, but they are saying, listen, you can't do this. You can't take credit and then go into these schemes. So hence we will have to reverse the credit. So 40,000 on those 40 batteries. Did you reverse it? Yes. And guys, did you buy a tempo for 10 lakh rupees? Yes. When did you buy it? On 6th of December 21. And how much GST credit did you take? 1,80,000. Yes. We gave it to you that time because that time you were registered in the normal scheme. Now you're getting into composition scheme. Let's say today, 6th of August, you're getting into the composition scheme. So they say here you will have to reverse. For how many, this is only done month-wise. Only this case you do monthly. So how many months you've used it, no problem. But the remaining you'll have to reverse. So from December to August, as December, Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July and August. So 9 months you used it, no problem, but 51 months we'll have to reverse. So 1,80,000 divided by 60 into 51, that is 1,53,000 we'll have to reverse. Explain this one last time, guys. Batteries was very simple. Go down into your garage, see how many batteries are still in stock. Have you taken credit on those? Yes, reverse it. Capital goods, check monthly. Yes, this is the only case where you check monthly. And in the monthly calculation, how many months did you use it for? 9 months. How many months did you not use it for? 51. So reverse that. So 1,80,000 divided by 60 into 51, that is what I have reversed. So how much do I have to pay to the government? 1,93,000. Guys, what if I have credit of 2 lakh? Can I pay this 1,93,000 through my credits? Yes. And what happens to my 7,000? Guys, that lapses. Because now which scheme are you getting into? Exempt supply composition scheme. So this will lapse. And what if my balance was only 1,90,000 in my credit ledger? Then I will pay 1,90,000 from here, and I will pay through my cash ledger 3,000. Is that okay, guys? Yes. Perfect. Guys, any questions, please shoot out. This is section 18.4 and 18.5. I'll tell you the shortcut. 4, because guys, did you have to forego your balance credit? Did you have to forego it? Yes. And this is a rule called Rule 44. Again, 4 forego. I'll repeat this. Guys, this is a section called 18.4 and 18.5. Guys, were you into the composition scheme now, and were you becoming exempt, or were you becoming exempt supply now? In that case, guys, will you have to reverse the credit? Yes. On stock also, yes. On capital goods also, based on number of months, yes. This is the only exception, based on number of months. And once you reverse any balance credit, will it lapse? Yes, it will lapse. And with that, guys, we've completed all the sections of ITC. These are all the sections of ITC on this page. Quickly recapping the main parts, guys. This is very important. Section 16. Do you know the conditions of taking credit? Yes. Another very important thing is block credit, guys. Do you know block credit? Even though all the conditions are fulfilled, you will not get credit. Yes. Guys, give and take relationship, do you know? Do you know common inputs, Rule 42, 43 at CA final? Do you know banks use something called BD 50%, but they have an option? Do you now know why the government gets happy? They can give you credit. Why the government gets unhappy? Supply of capital asset within 60 months, all of that, guys. But 18th section at CA Inter is not often asked. At CA Inter, all the other sections are often asked. That is this chapter called ITC. Now, guys, payment chapter is also very simple. Let's quickly look at the payment chapter also, and then let's move on to sums. Guys, here we go. Payment chapter. Guys, whenever you are registered under GST, how many ledgers open up? 3 ledgers open up. One is the electronic credit ledger, one is the cash ledger, and one is your electronic liability register. This is actually not a ledger, this is a register. Guys, will you have a bill to pay? Yes. How will you have a bill? Supply leads to liability. So if you've supplied a bike worth 1 lakh, on that 18,000 GST, guys, will supply lead to liability? Please tell me yes or no. Yes. So how much will your liability be? 18,000. You purchase batteries, and on that GST of 16,000, does purchase lead to credit? Yes. Assuming you fulfill all the conditions, can I take this 16,000 here? Yes. And this is all that has happened in the month. So at the end of the month, will I have to pay this 18,000? Yes. Can I pay using credit of 16? Yes. So how will I pay the balance 2,000, guys? I will deposit 2,000 in the cash ledger, and then I will use that money to pay my bill. This is called payment. This is called payment. And this chapter, which we will now discuss, is called payment under GST or payment of GST. All right. Let's check, guys, this chapter. Very interesting chapter, very easy chapter. Let's see what this chapter talks about. First, let's talk about the credit ledger. Guys, any amount that you have in the credit ledger, can you pay? Can you use it to pay? Okay, first we'll go step by step. Sorry. First, guys, what are the 5 things that you may have to pay? Can you have to pay tax under GST? Yes. Sometimes do you have to pay interest also? Sometimes do you have to pay fees also? At CA final we'll see penalties also and other charges also. Yes, the shortcut is TIFPO. So you have to pay TIFPO under GST. You can have to pay tax, interest, fees, penalty and others. These are the amounts that you have to pay or you may have to pay under GST. Let's start. How will you pay this amount? You have 2 ledgers, cash and credit. Let's go with the cash ledger first. Slightly difficult, not difficult, but slightly long. Let's see what is this cash ledger. Guys, cash ledger is like your bank account. How do you put money into your bank account, guys? Can you go to the bank and can you put 10,000 rupees in your bank account? Yes. Can you also give a check? Can you also give a DD? Can you also use NEFT and RTGS? Yes. Same way, guys, this cash ledger, you can put money into the cash ledger using cash, using check, using DD. But this, guys, requires some effort. You have to go to the bank has to accept it, etc. So these are called over the counter, and over the counter the maximum amount you can deposit is 10,000 per person per challan. That means if you're paying this month, how much can you deposit maximum through cash, check or DD? 10,000 is what you can deposit. So you can only deposit 10,000. Is there a limit? Yes, there is a limit. But what if, guys, I need to pay, let's say 22,000 using my cash ledger? Then what you can do is you can use NEFT, NEFT, or you can use RTGS, because there is no limit. Yes, there is no limit to deposit money. You can use NEFT and RTGS. This is very simple, guys. This is how you pay money into your bank account. Next, guys, please tell me the last time you went to a bank to deposit money, did you fill up a slip? Yes, that slip is called a challan. Here also you need to fill up an electronic challan. So there is no manual challan in GST. No, there is only an electronic challan. In that challan, what will you write? That I am electric bike company. I need to deposit how much money? 22,000. I need to deposit today, date, GST number, address, etc. All that you will put, and you will generate a challan. And the moment you generate a challan, you will, of course, you will do this online. You will get a 14-digit number, which is called the C pin, common portal identification number. It's a 14-digit number which is called the C pin. It will get generated whenever you generate the challan, guys. Guys, this C pin is valid for 15 days. That means, guys, do I need to pay the money right now only once I generate the challan? No, guys. You can generate the challan and you can use this within how many days? Within 15 days. So take your time, no problem. Within 15 days you can use this challan. So if in the exam they ask you what is C pin, C pin is common portal identification number. It is a number of a challan that you generate. It is a 14-digit number which is valid for 15 days. Now, guys, finally, can you pay money using the challan? Yes, you take that slip, you take 22,000 and you go to the cashier. Same way, you can use this challan to pay the money, and when you actually pay the money using the challan, they give you a SIN number. How do you remember this number, guys? Is it a sin to pay tax to the government, guys? Do you feel very bad? Is it a sin to pay tax? Yes, it is a sin. So that's how I remember. This is challan identification number. It's a 17-digit number. 14 digits come from here plus 3 digits. 14 plus 3, whichever bank you're depositing from, 3 digits from the bank, 14 digits from the challan, they together become 17 digits. And this is called challan identification number. So you figured two numbers, guys, but which is SIN and which is C pin? How will you remember? When you generate the challan, it is C pin. But when you pay, it is SIN, because it is a sin to pay. So when you pay, it is SIN. I hope you're getting the shortcut, guys. It is a sin to pay. Next. Guys, can I go to ICICI Bank Mumbai and deposit the GST amount there? Yes. Can you go to ICICI Bank Bangalore and deposit it there? And can someone go to ICICI Bank Pune and deposit it there? Yes. But guys, will the government go to one bank and collect the money? No. They say that every bank has to appoint one branch as the focal point branch. So ICICI Bank will nominate, let's say, the Delhi branch as the focal point branch. So all the GST money will there get channelized into the Delhi branch and the government will take it from there. So that is called electronic focal point branch, EFPB. Guys, do the banks have to nominate? Yes, every bank has to nominate one branch which will be acting as the focal point branch, where all the GST money will be transferred and then paid to the government. But guys, if you are using NEFT, RTGS, etc., then in case of NEFT and RTGS, you don't have to worry. Banks don't have to worry, because RBI will become the focal point branch. I repeat, guys, this is the cash ledger. Are you depositing money in the cash ledger? Yes. You can use check, cash, DD up to 10,000 because they are over the counter measures, and for remaining balance you can use NEFT and RTGS. You have to generate a challan which is electronic. GST does not have any manual challans. It's a 14-digit number called C pin when you generate the challan, which is valid for 15 days. When you pay the money, it's a SIN, so it's a challan identification number, 17-digit number. And there is a focal point branch where the banks can nominate one branch as the focal point branch. NEFT and RTGS, RBI will act as a focal point branch. Next. Guys, there are 4 ways or 4 different major heads under which you can deposit money. What are the 4 major heads? Let me tell you. One is IGST, one is CGST, one is S or UT GST, and one is GST compensation cess. Are these 4 major heads? Yes, these are 4 major heads. So guys, on interstate supply, what will you pay? IGST. On intrastate supply, what will you pay? C and SGST. So these are 4 major heads. Yes, 4 major heads. And under each major head, there are 5 minor heads called TIFPO. So under IGST, can you pay tax, interest, fees, penalty, others? Yes. Under S also, under C also, under cess also. So how many, guys? It's almost like a family. How many flats on one floor? 4 flats. and in each flat how many members? 5 members. Same way, how many major heads? 4, and in each major head how many minor heads? 5 minor heads. And what is the minor head shortcut? TIFPO. So guys, what if I need to pay IGST tax? So on the challan, will I write I need to pay IGST? Yes. And will I tick mark tax? Yes. So will it go in this major head and in this minor head? Yes. But guys, is this your money? Yes. But what if by mistake I needed to pay IGST tax, but I by mistake paid CGST tax? I deposited in the challan using CGST tax. Guys, is there a mistake? Yes. But guys, this is your money only. If you by mistake put money in ICICI bank account instead of HDFC, can you shift it? Yes. Same way here also, guys, you can shift it. This is a very important section, section 49(10), which says that you can transfer money from one major head to another major, or from one minor head to another minor head by filing a form called GST PMT 09. Earlier this facility was not there. This is a very good facility of transferring it by GST PMT 09. And guys, can your cash ledger be used to pay any amount? So I have a question. Can you use your bank account to pay any amount, guys? To pay your college fees, to pay for Zomato, to pay for Unacademy, can you use your bank account to pay everything? Yes. So the cash ledger can be used to pay anything and everything. Whether it is tax, whether it is interest, whether it is fees, penalty, others, you can pay all using the cash ledger. So this is the electronic cash ledger. Remember CPIN, remember SIN, remember e-focal point branch, remember the 4 major heads and the 5 minor heads, and remember GST PMT 09. But guys, will you keep extra money in this cash ledger? No, because unlike your bank account, they don't pay you interest, guys. Just by keeping extra money here, they don't pay you interest. So you will only deposit as much as you require. Alright. Guys, what's the next ledger which we all really like is the electronic credit ledger, which is similar to which account, guys? Which is similar to your Paytm account. This is very similar to your Paytm account. So guys, how do you get credit ledger? Whenever you purchase, so this is electric by company, whenever they purchase, will they get credit? Yes, purchase leads to credit. So this is electronic credit ledger. Guys, whenever you purchase, you get credit. Can this credit be used? Yes, this credit can be used. But by the way, guys, this credit can be used to pay only tax. That means, can I use credit ledger to pay interest, fees, penalty, others? No, it is only used to pay tax, and that too only FCM tax. This I told you yesterday that RCM tax has to be paid through the cash ledger. So this can be used to pay only FCM tax. Alright. That is it. Credit ledger has nothing in it. Very, very simple, guys. And guys, electronic liability register. Guys, is this like your electricity bill that you need to pay every month? Yes. Guys, there is a certain order that you need to pay. You cannot randomly pay. There is a certain order that you need to pay. I'll tell you what and how you need to pay. First, whatever you have self-assessed in GST, you know, you self-assess. Whatever you have self-assessed TIFPO of prior periods, that you will pay first. That means right now it's the month of July, but if you have to pay some bills of June, May, will you have to pay them first? Yes, first you have to pay prior periods. Next, second, whatever you have self-assessed TIFPO of current period. So first prior period and then current period. Guys, this is the order, first prior period, then current period. And this, who has assessed this? You yourself have assessed. This is my liability, this is my credit, this is my payment. You have self-assessed. And last, guys, any amount determined by the GST officer, any amount or any TIFPO determined by the GST officer will be paid after. So is this the order, guys? Yes, this is the order of paying your electronic liability register. Guys, everyone, check. The sections are not important here. The only section important is 4910, which is moving money. I have a simple question, guys. You have credit, you have IGST credit, you have CGST credit, and you have SGST credit. 10,000, 2,000 and 2,000. Can you move the credit from one to the other? No, credit you cannot move. Cash ledger you can move, guys. Guys, can you move your Paytm account to MobiKwik? No, you can't. But can you move your HDFC money to ICICI money? That you can, yes. So cash ledger you can move, but credit ledger you cannot move. Perfect. Almost coming to the end of the chapter, guys. Everyone, watch. This is July's return that you are filing. Guys, when will you file the July return? You will file the July return on the next month, 20th, that is 20th August. So this is July return, you're filing on 20th August. Guys, this is electric bike company. They have supplied only one bike of 1 lakh rupees. On that GST is 18,000. Please tell me, does supply lead to liability? Yes. So how much do they have to pay to the government? 18,000. But they have purchased one battery also. On that they have GST credit of 16,000. Can they take credit of 16,000? Yes, they can take credit of 16,000. So how much will they pay? They will pay 2,000 rupees. Is everyone clear? Yes. And if you pay by 20th August, is there any problem, guys? No. But what if you are delayed, guys? What if you pay, let's say, on 25th August? Then are you delayed? Please tell me yes or no. Are you delayed? Yes. How much money do you need to pay? 2,000. So on 2,000 they will levy interest. Yes. For how many days, guys? 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 5 days. Till 20th, no problem, because they were expecting it by 20th. They did not get by 20th. So hence from 21st to 25th, they applied interest. Now let me tell you the interest, guys. The interest is 18% into 5 by 365. So 2000 into 18% divided by 365 into 5, which is 4.93 rupees you'll have to pay. This is something that you'll have to pay extra as interest under section 50. So we are discussing a section of interest which is under section 50. Please tell me the rate, guys. What is the rate of interest? The rate of interest is 18%, and you need to see the delay. The delay was 5 days here, as you need to calculate the number of days. Guys, what if this was 25th, not August, but what if this was 25th September? Then can we calculate the delay, guys? 2000 will remain the same, 18% will remain the same, but let's calculate the delay. Guys, how will we calculate? I'll show you a trick. You have to use that only. 25th September means August and September. So August, how many days in the month, guys? 31 minus 21, but you also want to include 21, so plus 1. So 31 minus 21 plus 1 is 11 days of August and 25 days of September. So that is into how many days, guys? 36 days. So this is how you will calculate number of days. This is how you will calculate interest. Guys, here you will always calculate on the net amount. Yes, you will always calculate on the net amount, because you have credit, so you will calculate on the net amount. Just 1 second. All right. So this is interest under section 50. Interest is always 18%. Guys, only in one case the interest changes, and I'll show you the last thing that we have to do for the day, and then we are done for this day, for this session at least. Guys, here we go. Guys, this is EBC. They've made supply of 10 lakh rupees on which GST is 1 lakh 80. Is this supply, will it lead to liability? Yes, they have to pay 1 lakh 80. Unfortunately, they have not purchased much and they don't have too much credit. So let's say the credit is only 1 lakh. So how much do they have to pay in cash? They have to pay 80,000 in cash, but they did not have so much cash. So guys, you know, Indian minds are very smart. So what they did was, they said that listen, who knows how much supply we have done? Guys, please tell me who knows how much supply EBC has done. EBC knows it and the customers know it. So they say, why don't we do one thing? Instead of showing 10 lakhs worth of supply, why don't we show only 5 lakhs worth of supply? So on that, the GST payable will be only 90,000 and we will have to pay only 90,000, and that we can pay by credit. So I don't have to pay any cash. So guys, have they deliberately, excessively or unreasonably reduced their liability? Is this almost cheating the government? Yes. So if you unnecessarily or excessively reduce the liability, or guys, what if they had not done this? They had kept it at 1 lakh 80, but they had deliberately increased the credit. Can they do that? Maybe they can. And what if they increase the credit deliberately or unnecessarily? Then in both these cases, it is almost like cheating the government. So on whatever balance into how many ever number of days, you will have to pay interest at 24%. So the rate of interest, guys, there are two rates of interest. Please tell me in the chat box, which is the most common rate of interest? 18%. But guys, what if they find out that you have excessively or unreasonably reduced the liability, or excessively or unreasonably reduced the credit, increase the credit? Then in that case, the rate of interest becomes 24%. Alright, and now guys, we can do every question there is in the book. Let's try and see. There are two rules which I need to show you, but I'll show you in the next session, not right now. We can now look at questions. We don't have enough time to look at all questions, so we are only going to start with the exam questions first. I'm going to upload the very important question bank. Here we go. This is the question bank. And ITC chapter, guys, every year the first question is from ITC chapter. So let's do that. At least do one question before we end. Perfect, guys. This is the first question, and this is what we are going to do. Everyone, eyes on the screen, eyes on the prize. 8 marks you will get from this question every time. Mr. Himanshu, a registered supplier of chemicals, guys, is the government happy he is registered? Yes. He pays GST under which scheme? Regular scheme. He is not eligible for any threshold exemption, that means he is already registered. He has made the following outward taxable supplies. Guys, on outward supplies, do we lead to liability? Does supply lead to liability? Yes. Guys, I want more answers. Does it lead to liability? Yes. So let's make the electronic liability register. IGST, C and S. Guys, first one, what are you supplying, guys? This is your supplies. What are you supplying? First one, intrastate supply of 25 lakhs. Please, guys, let's see the GST rate. The GST rate is given here. The rate of GST is 9, 9 and 18%. So on intrastate supply, guys, 25 lakh multiply by what percent? 9%. So that is 2 lakh 25 CGST and 2 lakh 25 SGST. That is one supply. Supply leads to liability, so I'm making the liability register. Next supply is interstate 5 lakh rupees. So on 5 lakh rupees into 18%, good job Akshat, more calculations are needed guys, 90,000 rupees is the calculation here. So guys, is this your electricity bill? Is this ready? Yes. Now let's look at what all is the credit. Guys, he has also made the following inward supply. Guys, can I say inward supply is purchase? Guys, can I say inward supply is purchases? And purchases lead to what guys? Purchases lead to credit. So let's see what is the credit available in this case. I'm making the electronic credit ledger. I'm making the electronic credit ledger. Everyone always start with I, GST, then C and then S. Don't follow what they have given, follow what you know, I, C and S. Guys, is there an opening balance? First let's check that. I, GST 50,000. C, GST 95,000. And S, GST 60,000. Guys, is the opening balance done? Is the opening balance written? Yes, opening balance done. Next, always see the adjustments first. He purchased a car intra-state supply and used for business purpose at a price of 6,72,000 including 36,000 GST in the month of September. He capitalized the full value including GST in the books of accounts due to the claim depreciation. Guys, on car, do you get any credit? Excellent, Venkat. Do you get any credit on the car? No. So if you can't watch this movie, at least can you go to the other movie and take depreciation? Yes, and he's done that. He's very smart. So is this perfectly right, guys? Yes, this is perfectly right. There is no impact on the sum because of this. Next, out of the interstate purchase, which is interstate is this one. Interstate, sorry, the word has come here. I'll write interstate here. Out of the interstate purchase from registered dealer, goods worth 1 lakh were received in October. Guys, we are doing this for the month of September. If goods are received in October, will you get GST on that? No. So on 1 lakh, you will not get GST. Let's calculate the credit ledger. Everyone watch out very carefully. I'm removing the unnecessary parts. I'm looking at the purchases. Guys, there are 3 purchases. I want your contribution in all the 3 purchases. This one, and this one is interstate. First one, intrastate purchase of goods from registered dealer. Guys, will you pay GST to a registered dealer? Yes. And will you get credit? Purchase leads to credit? Yes. So on 14 lakh at 9% is how much? 1,26,000 CGST and 1,26,000 SGST. Next, this done. Intrastate purchase from unregistered dealer. Guys, will unregistered dealer charge you GST? No. If you don't pay GST, will you get credit? No. So on this, no credit. And last guys, interstate purchase from registered 4 lakh. Out of 4 lakh, 1 lakh is received next month. So will I ignore that 1 lakh? Yes. So I will only focus on 3 lakhs. On 3 lakh, is this interstate? Yes. So on 3 lakh, 18% is 54,000. 54,000 comes here. Check, check, check. Guys, are purchases covered? Yes, purchases covered. Is the balance of ITC covered? Are the 2 conditions covered? Yes. Now guys, it's your time to pay your bills using the credit ledger. Let's pay our bills. First totaler up guys. This is 1,04,000. This is 95,000 plus 1,26,000. That is 2,21,000. And this is 1,26,000 plus 60,000. That is 1,86,000. Now guys, I will tell you the rule how to pay your liabilities. First, you always use IGST because that is something the parent's money. Guys, this IGST is considered like a parent. First, will the parents use their money? Yes. They will help themselves first. Yes. And if there is anything extra, can they help the kids? Yes guys, parents will always help the kids. Which kid will they help? Whoever is more needy. We'll see what I mean by whoever is more needy. And guys, first you have to exhaust the parents' money. That means IGST has to be completely exhausted. Once that is exhausted, only then you will touch the children's money. So here we go. Let's see, guys. First, IGST of 1,04,000. What is the IGST bill? Guys, please tell me in the chat box, how much do you have to pay for IGST? 90,000. Do the parents have that much money? Yes. So the parents will pay their bill first. Is this bill paid? Yes, this bill is paid. Story over for IGST. The parents, 90,000 is used. So what is the balance money, guys, with the parents? The parents have 14,000. Now which child will they help? Guys, do we have to exhaust IGST first? Yes, only then can you touch the children's money. So which child will they help? I see GST as a liability of 2,25,000 and they have money of 2,21,000. Is CGST needy? Yes, they need 4,000. And SGST has a liability of 2,25,000 and they have only 1,86,000. So please tell me, are both needy? Yes, are both needy, guys? Yes, both are hungry, both are needy. So how will you give 14,000? You have to give in such a manner that one, you should not overfeed. That means, guys, if I give him 4,000, will his need be fulfilled? Yes. Will his stomach be full? Yes. But what if I give him 5,000? Then will he be overfull? Yes. And at the cost of the other child, you are giving him more food. That is not right. So guys, you have to give in a manner. You have to give in a manner that you don't overfeed anyone. So here, I am giving 4,000 here. So how much remains? 2,21,000. And I am giving 10,000 here. So how much remains? 2,15,000. Now guys, is this 14,000 over? Yes. So can I use 2,21,000? Yes, 2,21,000 is used here. Is this bill paid? Yes. And 1,86,000 is used here. So certainly we are short. How short we are? 2,15,000 minus 1,87,000 is 29,000. So guys, this is what you'll have to pay in cash. You'll have to pay SGST in cash. So guys, just repeating the payment rules. First, which credit ledger will you use first? You will always use the parents' money, that is IGST. You will exhaust the entire IGST, yes. Only then, guys, will you touch C and SGST, yes. And guys, parent will help which child first? Parent will help that child who is more needy, yes. What if both are needy? Help both, but don't help one more at the cost of the other. And guys, what if here CGST had 29,000? Could they pay SGST's bill? No, because they don't help each other, they don't talk to each other. The children don't talk to each other. So repeating, IGST is the parent, CNS are the children who don't talk to each other. So no cross utilization allowed here. Parent will use their money first to pay their own bills, and then they will help the kid who is no needy. Once IGST is exhausted, then only CNS will be touched. When we come back from the break, we will look at more questions and we look at 2 more chapters, guys. Time is very short today, so I can't take up any questions right now, but in the next session we'll take up any questions. I'll see you guys in half an hour. Thank you so much. Been a very interesting, exhaustive, but a very, very good class, guys. Thank you, and see you guys in half an hour at 6 o'clock now. Thank you. Alright, take a good break, guys. See you in half.